Hello everybody, Scott Golden with Pro Wrestling Logic YouTube channel and the World Class Championship Wrestling Review Series here as we are in the midpoint of the year 19, or almost, I guess, quarter point of 1984, specifically the March 17th, St. Patrick's Day version of World Class Championship Wrestling 1984, and not a, I guess, what I would say is a major show here, but we're moving ever steadily towards Texas Stadium, about just under, just under 2 months away from Texas Stadium. The first week in May is the Texas Stadium show, Carrie and Flair. I don't know that that's been announced quite yet, but it's coming. And we see Butch Reed against Mike Bond here this week. Reed, who made his television debut last week, again put over as a major guy. Obviously, he's been part of Mid-South for quite a while, and also we kind of see a little bit of filler type stuff as there's highlights of the missing link in action, and Jimmy Garvin wants his stuff back. His stuff being his jacket and robes and other such things, as Adams took them from him somewhere in the middle here. Sometimes there's gaps in the storytelling. Anyway, Bond, who is a perennial enhancement talent, leads to several attempted, basic moves, arm drags, arm bars, and the like. Reed is not a guy that wastes a lot of time in there. He's also very much a striker for that time period, and uses power wherever he can. Obviously built amazingly well for the time period, and he has obviously been a power wrestler quite a while, most of his career. He even hits a military press followed by a double bicep shot. So it's clear that he is not looking to get by on anything other than his power and his looks, at least in this early stage of the world-class region for himself. He does pick up another victory here. Not a huge surprise there, I'm sure, as Reed attempts to do all he can, or Bond, attempts to do all he can. Reed was last week, but can't really get too far. High knee by Butch Reed, and he takes care of the kid rather quickly. Again, the military press slam, probably the most impressive thing of the contest, and he is certainly Butch Reed, that is certainly trying to make himself feel and look like a star. Hits the shoulder tackle and again gets the victory. As we move forward here, Michael Hayes, Mike Von Erich. Hayes is the one that attacked Von Erich almost in the, I don't know if I think it was his first television appearance, certainly as a wrestler, but maybe first television appearance ever. And Hayes is the one that attacks him. Hayes gets kicked off early and tries to out-wrestle the youngster. Doesn't get nearly as far as he wants to get, and it's clear that he also is, starting to become the baby face, except with the Von Erichs. Obviously, the Von Erichs, the hometown guys, but the Freebirds have caught on at a level, in a way that I don't even think Fritz and family were considering at the time. And when the iron is hot, you strike, and they certainly did here. Hayes is, for better or worse, one of the best guys at getting things going as far as riling up an audience, and certainly can do so even here. Of course, we do get later forays into other Von Erichs, but the Freebirds are gone by then. Arm bar and arm locks by Mike. Not exactly, stunning stuff, but Hayes able to slow the match down well enough to get several minutes, close to 10, out of Mike Von Erich, which at this point in his career is a major accomplishment. Being a Von Erich is, it's a big deal, but at the same time, there are complaints. The official is not falling for the complaints. Mike kind of hangs back, not wasting a whole bunch of motion, as well he shouldn't with a guy with that level of experience. But, hard hooking clothesline by Hayes could have ended things for Mike, but doesn't. Mike is starting to become, I guess, more adroit at being a wrestler, although, it takes a bunch of punishment and certainly size-wise not quite ready for the alternatives to, I guess, wrestling a harder style, but gets a win via a sunset flip kind of out of nowhere. And then we go to highlights of the missing link. We've already seen those highlights, so no point to call those. Jimmy Garvin wants his stuff back. I mentioned that before. He complains about his robes and his towels and all sorts of other things. We see the missing link and Jimmy Garvin, or an odd pairing that is, team up here in our main event, and they will face Iceman King Parsons and Chris Adams. Missing Link and Parsons have kind of been doing or preparing to do battle more so as of late, and this tag team match does have the crowd up, and as mentioned, the major blow-off to the Adams and Garvin feud coming up at Texas Stadium. Lots of things coming up at Texas Stadium, including, even though it's not announced too many weeks in advance, Fritz coming out of retirement, all four men in the ring, and Garvin sent through the middle to the outside, or attempted to. Adams is probably, both these guys actually, more aggressive than they've been in a while. Chokes and all the like. It's coming clear that this match needs to end. Missing Link, though, tries to draw in Iceman King Parsons. The heels cut off the ring on Adams, and it's also clear that Adams still has the ability to let other people get under his skin. Parsons goes for covers after several moves. Sunshine and Precious about to go at it on the outside. Security has to pull them apart. I do believe the Texas Stadium show they do finally battle mixed tag match, maybe, or singles. I don't know. I haven't gotten to Texas Stadium yet. I think I'm 1 week through Texas Stadium, but the ladies have not done their battle yet. Needless to say, the tag match breaks down into a bit of a brawl. Neither entity really getting a decided advantage, although the heels take over more close to the end. Garvin does get his heat back, especially with chin locks and other slower maneuvers while trying to mock poses. Big back body drop by Adams, among other things, and we move forward throughout as then we see Iceman King Parsons and the missing Link. Link takes the better of that exchange simply because of the power differential between the two, and certainly as we get more to the close of the match, it is extremely difficult to get a handle on the win for the baby faces, but they do manage to bring that about. We move into the end of, or close to the end of March, and Jimmy Garvin certainly not happy. Something needs to come to a head. We're going to see that come in the weeks to come, but stay right here for more World Class.